Trust me, I get it. You want to be the very best at breachers, but there could be a few things standing in your way, whether that be an unfortunate connection, maybe even some bad luck here and there, or it could even be your very own lack of skill. Well, whatever the case may be, I'm here to help you out with some advice from the actual professionals of this game. I had the absolute pleasure of talking to Infinity, which is currently Breacher's #1 ranked offensive team, and they were kind enough to be able to showcase to me some of their best strategies depending on where the objective is in Factory. I'm planning on making this a multiple part series where I can showcase to all of you the best ways to be able to combat your opponents on offense and defense across all the maps that Breachers has to offer. Keep in mind that you don't have to follow every single strategy in here to the letter. I just happen to coordinate with this team and they want to showcase to me their strategies. Hopefully these can inspire some strategies of your own, kind of showcase to you how the league works, showcase to you how the best team operates in an offensive setting, and will hopefully help improve your skills. I'm going to be showcasing to you the map over here, there's going to be gameplay over here, and the text of the important information for what I want you guys to bring and how the teams are going to be split up is going to be up here at the top. So, without further ado, let's give all of you a little skill boost from the professionals. Really anybody that's not me.
First floor, plan 1, the west side push. Run if you win during the prior round and use higher priced guns like Vezins. Team 1 will consist of 2 people, bringing a breaching foam, a smoke, a cloaking device, and a syringe, and this team will carry the EMP. Reach the second floor mezzanine, loop through the lobby stairs, through cooling, through battery, and breach the soft wall into the battery room to go to the generator. Team 2 will also attempt to open up the second generator wall into connector for Team 2 to join in and plant. Team 2 will be 1 person at orange staircase entrance with cloaking and a drone. The objective is to call out initial traps in the connector with the drone and then fall back to connector and bring the drone in to help the shipping team. Wait for 1 team to reach the generator and connect with Team 1 once they breach the soft wall so you can help plant. The soft wall will be breached by Team 1 as mentioned a second ago. Team 3 will be made up of the remaining 2 players. Their objective is to be a distraction and clear lanes for teams 2 and 1. They will need a flash and a syringe, enter through delivery, and make a beeline for the storage room to make sure they drag all the attention their way. First floor, plan 2, storage pinch. Run if you lose the prior round and use cheap weaponry like omens and cyclones. Team 1 will consist of 2 people and they carry the EMP. It's recommended that you bring a flash, breaching foam, smoke, and a syringe as well as minimal upgrades like extended mags. Enter through Overseer and make your way through crane, through the boxes, into storage. Note that you will not have a drone due to lack of funds, so make sure to be careful when crossing through these areas. The pinch comes into play with the assist from Team 2. Enter through delivery straight to storage to help cover the Team 1 advance. 2 go through the main door after 1 breaches the soft wall as an initial scout. Second floor, plan 1, night at the museum. Team 1 will consist of 3 people. This team carries the EMP. Bring a breaching foam, cloaking, drone, smoke, and optional flashes. Enter through 3rd story vending machine window and wait for Team 2 to breach their hatch. Use the top hatch on the lab corridor to breach and have EMP holder stay back with the drone. 2 people drop in, clear, and breach the soft wall into cabinet to hold for the EMP holder to come in and plant. Team 2 will consist of 2 people. Their objective is distraction. Bring a drone if possible to assist with callouts for defenders and traps. Enter into 3rd story luggage above the kitchen, breach the hatch, and fire shots to distract the defenders. Second floor, plan 2. Can't take the heat? Use this if you won the last round and use expensive guns. Team 1 will consist of 3 people that carry the EMP. Bring cloaking, drone, breaching foam, and a smoke. Enter through the shipping door on 1st story and use the drone to guide your way up through yellow stairs into cleaning. Once in cleaning, coordinate your breach on the soft wall into cafeteria with the Team 2's breach. Team 2 will consist of the other 2 players. Bring cloaking, breaching foam, smoke, and optional flashes. Breach luggage on 3rd story after the drone clears the way up to make sure that it's safe. Wait for Team 1 to be in position for the breach. Use cloaking and breach into cooking using the floor hatch. 3rd floor, plan 1, death from above. Use if you win during the prior round. Team 1 will consist of 3 people. This team carries the EMP. Bring breaching foam, grenade, smoke, flashes, and a drone. Breach the roof hatch. 1 player will use the drone to fly past archive corridor and then through the lockers to check for traps and help players on teams 2 and 3. Drop in after teams 2 and 3 have breached, breach the soft wall to get into the lab, and plant inside the cubicle. Team 2 will consist of 1 player that brings cloaking, reach into the archives corridor, push through archives, and guard flanks for Team 1. Team 3 will also consist of the last remaining player. They will also bring cloaking, breach into luggage, make their way through lockers, and guard flanks for Team 1 as well. Third floor, Plan 2. Robo Recall. Use if you lose during the prior round. Team 1 will consist of 4 people that carry the EMP. Bring breaching foam, 2 syringes, and 2 smokes. 2 breach the south side of luggage and 2 breach the west side of luggage. Push through lockers, 2 push into the robotics door, 1 push into the soft wall in robotics, and 1 pushes through archive corridor into the archives and hide to use the breached wall to watch objective. Plant the EMP on southwest side of robotics on the desk next to the door. Team 2 will consist of 1 person. Bring breaching foam, reach into ventilation, and use the soft wall to get a visual into robotics, but hide in ventilation. This way you can stay a good distance away from the objective and be in cover, but still be able to watch it.
And well, really that's it. Those are the top tier strategies that have allowed Infinity to be claimed as the #1 offensive team. Now, I know I did go through those strategies kind of fast, and I hope I was able to get some of your creative juices flowing, but in case you want to actually read something about it, I did actually put together a Google Doc myself of these strategies typed out with the drawn out maps and everything, and I'll be leaving a link for it down in the description below in case reading it makes it easier to understand these strategies. And if I could just leave you with 2 little last pieces of advice, mine would be 1, discover your strengths with your gun. Not everybody's going to be good with the same gun. That's why we don't all use the same gun. You'll see a lot of people using the Vezin, and you'll see that everybody says the Vezin is the best gun. While the Vezin is an amazing overall gun, I've made quite a reputation for myself getting a bunch of kills with just using a revolver, which is a lot cheaper than having a Vezin. Maybe you're somebody that thrives on being able to have submachine guns. Maybe you're somebody like me that prefers to just have a pistol. Having a pistol can hurt you in the long run if you get into a close range spray fight, but allows you to be able to have a bunch of extra money every round to buy all the equipment you could ever want for offense and defense for you and your team. Basically, what I'm trying to say is there's benefits and downfalls to everything, and trying to find your optimal point based off of your strengths is going to be what's going to help you survive out there in the world of breachers. So I would take some time, go into the firing range on that game, figure out what gun feels the best to you. If you're typically somebody in a VR FPS game that prefers to spray and pray, if you're somebody that likes precision headshots, figure out what works best for you and lean into that as much as you can. Additionally, I will also tell you, go into these matches and die a lot. I know it seems counterintuitive, but dying can actually help you quite a bit in this game. Think about it in terms of every time you go around a corner, there's multiple different angles you could always be looking at. If you die by that angle, you're going to know to look out for that one next time. You die by that angle, you're going to look out for that one next time. If you're new to the game, just keep playing random matches, keep dying. What you'll notice is that there's a few key points in the maps that you'll just be able to walk in and immediately know somebody's going to be camping over there because that's a power spot. Somebody's most likely going to be running through that door. People are creatures of habit. We all like to think that we're very unique, but whenever it comes to some of the things in breachers, I've noticed a lot of players do quite the same thing. So definitely go into these matches, play a bunch, die a bunch, recognize these patterns, adapt, and overcome. I think that's all that I had for you here today. I hope I was able to inform as well as entertain you. I'll be leaving some boxes playing over here in case you want to see anything else that the channel has to offer. I hope each and every one of you had a phenomenal day, and I hope to see you in my next Breachers match, whether it be here in the videos that I get to clip, or maybe sometime on my Twitch Live. Have a phenomenal day, and I'll see you in the next one.